life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County Doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl.
I played this spot by mistake. Sorry about the extra 30 seconds
for your
here.
favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Welcome back to Phillip High School Gym. This is high school basketball on 1060 KGFX, 107.1 FM, and drgnews.com with a live stream up and running as well on youtube.com. Subscribe to the KGFX 1060 channel on YouTube, and you'll be able to see as well as hear this game as we bring you boys basketball, our first boys game of the winter sports season here on KGFX. I'm Brian Oakland with Jeff Duncan back in studio. Again, the girls game won by Phillip, 73-36 over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. That brings us to game number 2, where the 1-0 Stanley County Buffaloes take on the 0-1 Phillip Scotties. Buffaloes coming in off of a season opening win at Bennett County on Friday night, 67-44. A very experienced team, not necessarily senior dominated, but obviously they'll look to their seniors to lead the way all season long. For the Phillip Scotties, a young team, but not only that, they don't have a lot of numbers on the roster. And if you joined us late in the girls game, well, we were late ourselves because there was no JV game, and we should have been here another hour earlier as it turned out probably, but we arrived just as the national anthem was being played. A very talented Phillip High School pep band whom you're hearing right now, but also we had to take some time to get our equipment set up and get everything ready to go. And we joined that girls game about halfway through the second quarter of play. So we didn't get the full gamut of what we wanted to give to you in that first game, but we'll try to make up for it here in the second game. As for the Scotties, but we mentioned the fact they don't have a JV roster is due in large part because they only have eight boys on their varsity roster, period. And that's going to cause, obviously, some growing pains for the Scotties as they try to rebuild. The coaching staff is intact, but still, just for whatever reason, the Phillip boys in this athletic program probably a little more leaning on the wrestling side rather than here on the basketball court. So, like we say, growing pains are coming, but they'll have one senior to lead the way, and they'll try to do what they can to stay and keep pace with the Stanley County Buffaloes. They lost their first game at Rapid City Christian, first game of the season on Saturday, 60-20 in that one, as Rapid City Christian swept that doubleheader. And from what we saw from the Lady Scotties in the first game, I think Rapid City Christian's girls team going to be a pretty solid team this season as well out here in Western Dakota. But as we get into the pregame show, we remind you on your way to and from the games, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety says don't veer for deer. Please slow down, stay alert, especially when traveling at nighttime and especially during this holiday season. And not too bad of weather here over the weekend coming up. So the deer may be out and active this weekend coming up. So that reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Keys to success to begin our pregame show, talking about what we expect from both teams. Our keys to success are sponsored by the Boyd Consemius Agency of American Family Insurance in Pierre. We talked a little bit about what Phillip's keys are going to be. Just try to keep pace, and you will struggle to score quite often, but the one thing that should always remain constant is how well you can play defense. Now, they're not going to be very deep, obviously, and Stanley County does want to push the ball up and down the floor, according to what Max Foth has been saying this season. So athletically for the Phillip Scotties, it could be quite a challenge in trying to keep pace, literally, with the Buffaloes tonight. But they're going to have to just run the floor as best they can and try to stay into their assignments and see if you can get some contested shots. Of course, try to hold Stanley County to a one and done, and the better you can rebound in this game, the better you'll stay with the Buffaloes in this one. That's going to be keys to success for Casey Jor and the Phillip Scotties in this one. Your Boyd Consumers Agency keys for the Stanley County Buffaloes are just to try to continue to do what was working in that first game of the season on the road at Martin with a win at Bennett County. They won that one 67-44. Were able to kind of win it going away, but again, with Stanley County, you've got guys with you got several young men on this team who have been on the varsity roster since their freshman year. Of course, they'll be led by Brady Hofteaser. Point guard Riley Hannum is back this season. Of course, the Buffaloes really missed his leadership running the point last year after suffering the leg injury with a blood clot last year, and he lost most of the season after Christmas at least. So it's good to see, and it'll be great to have Riley Hannum back in the backcourt for the Buffaloes. So those two are really going to lead the way. They get Joey Fisher, who provided some fireworks in the postseason a year ago. Senior Austin Hand is also back, and Dylan Gabriel as well, and is a pretty good crop of youngsters who have some experience on this team as well. Lathan Prince, Cade Stover, who are back for another year of ball, and it'll be interesting to see the mix of young and old that are put together here. But again, I think for Stanley County, they're going to be able to use their experience, especially maybe through the first half of the schedule on this season, to put some wins together and we'll just see where they can go from there. See if that can build some confidence the rest of the way this season. But for their expectations tonight against the Scotties, I'm sure the Buffaloes realize all they need to do, come out here, just take care of business, do the things that work for them, and what was working for them on Saturday at Bennett County, and just don't make too many mistakes. Take care of the basketball. Don't help the underdog opponent out in this one, and things should come out fine for the Buffaloes. I'm sure that's probably what some of their locker room conversations have to do with here in this one. Keys to success in this ball game are brought to you by the Boyd Consumers Agency and American Family Insurance in Pierre. And I don't know, they may still have an office out here in Phillip as well. We'll take a 2-minute break. Our pregame continues, and starting lineups coming up as you listen to high school boys basketball for the Scotty Phillip Traveling Trophy on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher. Dan Webmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer. So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Consumers Agency, Inc. in Pierre and Phillip.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Good luck, Phillip Scotties, from your fans at Phillip Motors in Phillip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Phillip Motor team is behind you all the way. Phillip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities. And the Phillip Scotties, next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Phillip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive one vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Back once again at the Phillip High School gym. Nice new school that they christened here this season in Phillip. The gym is still the same, the auxiliary complex as well, but a new new halls to walk through here in Phillips. So onward and upward they go out here on the Western Prairie. We continue with our pregame show. You just heard from Teton River Gun Traders in Fort Pierre and the gun shop on Highways 1434. They sponsor, as always, the naming of tonight's starting lineups. And for the Stanley County Buffaloes, it'll look like this. Riley Hannum, the point guard, the 6-foot senior, along with Dylan Gabriel in the backcourt. Dylan, a 5'10" junior, and Lathan Prince, a shooting guard, a freshman at 6 feet, getting into the starting lineup as well. The shooting forward is Joey Fisher, a 6'1" senior, and Brady Hofteaser, who can play inside or outside, 6'4", and the senior for the Buffaloes, with Prince, Hofteaser, Hannum, Gabriel, and Fisher. The starting lineup for the 1-0 Stanley County Buffaloes. Their head coach is Max Foth, assisted by Jody Giddings. For the Phillips Scotties, not really sure exactly who they'll have. Well, the three that are standing are 2, 12, and 13. So everybody else, or 23. So the starters will look like this. At a starting guard, Ethan Burnett, a 5'6" freshman. Also a guard, Jet Jones, quarterback of the football team. One of the guards on the, and will have to be one of the leaders here for the basketball squad, 6'2", and the junior. Keldon Fitzgerald is a 6-foot sophomore, and Cale Thorne will play at a forward spot, a sophomore at 6'2". Wade Kretsch, the post player, a senior at 6'2" as well for Phillip, with Ethan Burnett, Jet Jones, Keldon Fitzgerald, Cale Thorne, and Wade Kretsch. Also on the bench will be Connor Burns, a 5'10" junior, Ethan Ferguson, a 5'10" freshman, and Mason Mansfield, a 5'9" junior, among others. For the Phillips Scotties, 0-1 on the season. Head coach is Casey Jor, and assisted by Travis Thorne. Your Teton River Traders Gun Shop starting lineups. The other starting lineup from the South Dakota Office of Attorney General and their Consumer Protection Division is our game officials. They are the law on the court. And again, tonight's game officials are Camden Sawville, Quint Garnos, and Jimmy Fugit. And we thank our Attorney General's office for giving us the law on the court. Those guys licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school basketball, and again sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's office. YouTube feed, the live stream is up and running. Thanks to those who have joined us, and anybody else who may choose to see this game as well as hear it with the broadcast here. 1060 KGFX, DRGnews.com otherwise. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Ready to go. Stanley County in road purple. The Phillips Scotties in home white with the black numbers and orange trim. Buffaloes will move from right to left, Scotties from left to right. And our opening tip is sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. It'll be Cale Thorne going up against Brady Hofteaser. And the Lynn's Dakota Mart tip controlled by Hofteaser and Riley Hannum and the Stanley County Buffaloes. So we'll see what the Buffaloes have. And again, Max Foth has been talking to people like Rod Fisher, saying they really want to push the ball up and down the floor this season. Right now, just starting in the half court off of the opening tip, Joey Fisher loses a handle underneath. I think he tried to make a shot, but kept alive by the Buffaloes. And now Brady Hofteaser, first bucket of the game, and that one comes from long range. Hofteaser, big guy, but a sweet shooting stroke with the left hand, has always shown a good ability to make some plays and to make some shots from outside. Here's Kretsch from the free throw line. Shot in and out, no good. Joey Fisher there for the rebound. And then he is fouled from behind as the Scotties try to keep it in play. Good look for Kretsch. He had that one measured, but Cale Thorne coming in with the personal foul, his first, trying to get the ball away from Joey Fisher. 3-0 start for the Buffaloes. Hannum fakes a pass, then pops a three, but he rims this one in and out, no good. Thorne down with the rebound, and Phillip will head back the other way as Ethan Burnett will set it up to Thorne. Now out to the far side, Keldon Fitzgerald. Scotty's playing a little patient here on their second offensive possession. And I think if they can keep this a low-scoring game, I think that would play into Phillips' chances of having success. His pocket picked by Dylan Gabriel, and Thorne comes right back, though, takes it right back from Gabriel, who was trying to make a pass, but I think he kind of tipped the ball away from himself before that. Burnett across the timeline against Gabriel. And they'll set it up to the high post. Jet Jones kicks back out. Burnett thinking three, puts it on the floor, gets rid of it. Now up top again to Jones. Now Kretsch up top. He'll fire a three, left alone. That one rims in and out for the second time. Wade Kretsch was right there on the shot, but it just will not fall. Rebound down to Lathan Prince, and a push foul from behind will go on Keldon Fitzgerald, his first and the team's second. 2 minutes into this one, still just 3-0. Stanley County with the Brady Hofteaser long one down so far. High post down low goes Joey Fisher on the left side. Makes the move. That one off the back of the rim, no good, but Phillip will knock it out of bounds, and it stays with purple and gold. Prince to inbound, finds Hofteaser, left alone down the lane, and it's up and good for two. Brady Hofteaser 5, Phillip Scotty's nothing. 5:45 to go. Gabriel with a backcourt steal and got caught under the basket a little too far and unable to hit the shot. Second steal for Gabriel, but Phillip is able to come away without any more points being scored here. They trail 5-0. Three ball this time is up and good. Keldon Fitzgerald puts that one home from the right side. Phillip on the board for the first time. 5-3, Stanley County with the lead, looking to add. Hofteaser outside. Dylan Gabriel's open for three, and he hits. Gabriel's first shot of the game from long range finds its way down. Buffaloes are 2 out of 3. Scotty's up to half court. Fitzgerald will clear the time barrier, but then a pass to Kretsch will get away from him, and it's out of bounds. Turnover number 3 for the Scotties. Seems a little quiet in here, but Scotty Phillip traveling trophy still up for grabs once again. Hofteaser trying to lob underneath to Fisher, but a nice job in defense. Ball's taken away by Jet Jones. And we'll head the other way. 8-3 Buffaloes. Still early on in the first, not even halfway through our opening quarter of play. Inside Kretsch, nice pass from Jones, but Wade comes up a little bit short. Hofteaser with the rebound. Buffaloes push the issue across the timeline. Hannum kicks out. Fisher drives, gets the contact. Cannot get the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Team foul number 3 for the Scotties already. And this one goes as the second personal for Cale Thorne. Obviously, if you only have 8 players on your entire roster, foul trouble is something that is always going to be a concern for the Scotties. Fisher, first free throw is up and in. Thorne has to check out with 2 personal fouls. Connor Burns, a 5'10 junior, comes in for the first substitution. Dylan Gabriel is out for the Buffaloes, and it is Slater Topol, a 6-foot junior, on for the first time. 9-3 Buffs, one more coming from the line for Fisher, and that is up and good. Joey Fisher kind of made a name for himself last year in the postseason in that brilliant comeback that Stanley County put on to defeat Chamberlain in the region tournament. There's a nice job breaking the press and getting an easy basket for Connor Burns, up and in. Scotties tack on a field goal. Within 5 at 10-5. Nice move for Slater Topol, but it will not fall. From the left side. And we head back the other way. Scotty's with it again. Burnett inside against Hannum. Kicks out to the corner. Nobody was there, but Fitzgerald found his way there. Tries a 3. It's up, no good. Now quickly up the way, and Hofteaser falling away. Can't get one to go. And Phillip with another defensive stop. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter, 10-5. Stanley County with the lead after scoring the first 5 points of the game. Haven't trailed as of yet. Burnett has it down in the corner on the right side. Up top to Kretsch. He'll find a spot. 12 feet out. Shot won't go. Hofteaser with the rebound. Buffaloes quickly up the floor. And a pass from Lathan Prince out to Joey Fisher, knocked away and out of bounds. Stanley County will throw in from across the way. And again, for those who are following on YouTube, I'm running camera myself, so sometimes the hands are on the stat sheet, sometimes they're on the camera, but if we fall behind, we apologize. Hofties are off the mark from long range, but the rebound run down by Riley Hannum in another possession and another shot clock coming. Fisher will try a three. That one's short. And the rebound tipped out. Back to Fisher, and now we've got a foul on the floor. Buffaloes haven't been whistled yet, but Phillip is picking up their fourth team foul now, and it is Keldon Fitzgerald with his second personal. So Fitzgerald and Cale Thorne with two apiece. Brady Hofteser will check out for the first time tonight. Nathan Cook, a 6'2" sophomore, is in for the first time for the Buffaloes. Lathan Prince inbounds, finds Hannum out on the top of the key. Hannum sporting the long sleeves with the undershirt above the jersey, or underneath the jersey. Topol across to Cook, loses it going up, and the ball was knocked up in the air by one of the Scotty defenders, and then it hits the basketball structure, so it was ruled out of bounds. And they actually reset the shot clock, which actually I don't believe should have happened. Here's Cook losing a handle on it, and it is picked up and taken away off the floor by Connor Burns. So Phillip will come on the attack once again. 10-5 still, Stanley County with the lead. And an intercepted pass by Lathan Prince. 1-on-2 the other way. Contact, nothing called. Didn't need it as he gets the layup to go. Lathan Prince with the quickness. Not sure Connor Burns saw him when he made that pass. Now the first timeout will be called here by Casey Jor and the Phillip Scotties. 12-5. Buffaloes have the lead with 1:58 to go in the first quarter. 30-second break, and we're back with more high school basketball on KGFX.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
12-5, Stanley County just underway here. But we reached the final 2 minutes of quarter number one here in Phillip. Buffaloes in their second road game to open the season. Nice pass inside from Ethan Burnett to Wade Kretsch, who will be fouled in the act of shooting. Stanley County will pick up their first team foul of the night. And Austin Hand, who just checked into the game, is the guilty party. So Kretsch at the free throw line. First one is good. He's 0 for 4 on the floor with some tough luck, but he's got the first free throw down. Nathan Cook back in for Slater Topol for Stanley County, and the Buffaloes will have the luxury of shuffling people in and out, where the Scotties unfortunately will not. Kretsch 2 for 2, and I see that we missed it on the camera, but he did swish them both. 12-2, or 12-7 the score. Buffaloes by 5. As we are back in action here, Hannum skip pass across the way to Fisher. 3 ball up, no good. Riley Hannum gets back underneath and gets the offensive rebound in among the trees. And he is fouled on the way back up. So the Scotties with another personal here. First personal, that is, for Jet Jones. As Riley Hannum will toe the line to shoot a pair. First one is up, and the line drive is good. That is Hannum's first point of the night. Dylan Gabriel will check back in. Joey Fisher, along with Lathan Prince, are out. Brady Hofties are back in on the floor, too. 6-point lead for the Buffaloes, who have played a comfortable first quarter. I think that's a good word for it. Off the front of the rim on the second effort for Hannum, though, no good. And the lead stays at 6, 13-7, as Kretsch pulls down the rebound for the Scotties. Here's Connor Burns, lob underneath Kretsch, looking for it, but Austin Hand got in the way and knocks it away. The Buffaloes come onto there with it, and Gabriel, scoop move won't work, but he gets his own loose ball out of the air. Now across the way, and Riley Hannum hits the 3. Buffaloes come up with a long one there, and it's 16-7, their third three-pointer of the night. here in this first quarter. 16-7, as we mentioned, under a minute to go. Ethan Burnett tried to lob one in to Jet Jones, but Riley Hannum makes the easy tip and the takeaway. 6 turnovers here for the Scotties in the early going. Hannum outside Hofteaser. He'll put it on the floor to the left, to the right block. Left-handed shot is up, no good. Misses the shot and tries to keep it alive, but it's out of bounds off of Hofteaser's foot. And Max Foth will send in a couple of subs again as Hannum, and it is Cook who will get the break to close out the quarter. Fisher and Topol are back on. 9-point Buffalo lead. Burnett against Gabriel, passes it across the timeline. Connor Burns down to the wing. This is Jet Jones to Wade Kretsch. And out across the way with it is Burns again. There is Topol stepping into the passing lane, knocking it away out of bounds. Phillip need to be a little more crisp with the passing right now. Stanley County is seeing a lot of these coming. Of course, Phillip has tried to force a few things inside. Buffaloes have defended well to the tune of 6 Scotty turnovers and 5 steals. There's a 6th steal as Slater Topol steals the inbound pass, but as he tried to go for the scoop on the breakaway layup, he loses the handle on the dribble and it goes out of bounds. So it goes back to Phillip, who has to go the length of the floor in 3.7 seconds to try to get one down here. Burnett from half court, good if it goes, and it's just off the back of the rim, no good. And our first quarter comes to an end on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. The boys' half of our doubleheader as Stanley County leading Phillip 16-7. Wagner Auto of Pierre is the one place to go, and they have been for 110 years plus and still counting. Back in 60 seconds, quarter number 2 is coming up. You're listening to high school boys basketball, 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out our selections in the meat, produce, and deli departments, as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Our friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For the holidays, stop in or give us a call with any special orders or requests to make your get-together complete. Whether a fruit basket, meat and cheese tray, or a special cut of meat, we'll be glad to assist you. And now, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre is your trustworthy hardware dealer. From step ladders to cordless drillers.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
We'll go to the second quarter. Stanley County shooting 5 out of 15 in that first quarter of play. Just like last year, it seems sometimes the Buffaloes make more threes than they do twos. But speaking of making threes, it's Jet Jones popping a long one from the left side. And Phillip starts on their first offensive possession of the second period with a 3-ball. Now they get a steal on a bad pass by the Buffaloes. Breakaway layup, though, is no good. Dylan Gabriel down with the rebound. The miss there from Mason Mansfield, who starts the second quarter, his first trip on the floor. Now Joey Fisher with the miss. Underneath. Rebound down to the Scotties once again as they bring it back from left to right across the timeline. Kretsch at the free throw line. Jumper is no good. Hannum has the rebound. Buffaloes, suddenly the pace quickening quite a bit underneath Hofteaser. Outside Prince, drives back inside, and Hofteaser has it up and in. Nice job by Lathan Prince to draw the attention. 18-10 updated score. First minute gone by in quarter number 2. Scotties will break the Buffalo pressure. Connor Burns does not go up against Hofteaser. An errant shot by Jet Jones, but it's kept alive. And the Scotties will keep it in play. But the shot clock is kept running. They're down to 12 now in this possession. This is Mansfield, top of the key, over to Ethan Burnett. Getting the countdown from the fans across the way. Mansfield for 3 is off the back of the rim, no good. Good look, and now Connor Burns with a keep alive looking for a steal, but they couldn't keep it in play. Fisher took it back, and now Joey Fisher, the other end of the floor, unable to hit. Here come the Scotties. Burnett, he wants to go coast to coast, has the layup and the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for a chance to finish a 3-point play as the action got a little more playgroundish to begin this second quarter of play. 6:04 to go. It's 18-12. Ethan Burnett with his first bucket of the night. And Brady Hofteaser guilty of his first personal foul. Free throw for Burnett, though, no good, and Joey Fisher down with the rebound. Buffaloes will head right to left again with a 6-point lead. Haven't been able to shake these Philip Scotties so far yet this evening. Hannum lobs to Fisher on the high post, has his pocket picked, and the Buffaloes maybe starting to get a little complacent here. Connor Burns with another good hustling hands play. And the Scotties have it back again. It's 18-12. Jones quick fire from the left corner. 3 ball no good. Prince down with the rebound. Pushes it ahead. Hofteaser will lay it up and in. Lathan Prince with his 4th assist already. In this one, Scotties quickly up the floor. Turnaround shot. Burns can't get it to go. Kretsch keeps it alive somehow and got it away from Lathan Prince, and Wade Kretsch will put it up and in the second chance basket. Buffaloes outside here. Hannum for 3. That one used every inch of the rim, and it comes back out. No good. Burnett has the rebound. Still a 6-point game, 20-14. Burnett with a rain-making shot from the free throw line. It's no good. Jones trying to go around Hannum to collect a rebound and is called for the foul. Jet Jones's second personal. 6 as a team for the Scotties, and again 3 players with 2 each, including Jones, as well as Keldon Fitzgerald and Cale Thorne, whom we still haven't seen in quite a while. 4:40 to go, second quarter. Buffaloes with the ball and a 6-point lead. Prince down to the baseline, kicks it back out. 3 ball. Hofteaser too strong. And out of there with it is Mason Mansfield. Scotties have it back. Burnett will slow it up and set it up. And again, I think as the pace has been very quick up and down the floor here in this second quarter, that would normally favor the Buffaloes. Here's Burnett with 3. Won't get it to go. Fisher up high for the board. Buffaloes quickly up the floor. Gabriel feeds underneath Hofteaser with a right hand. And the left-handed player couldn't get that one to go, but he does draw the foul and will go to the free throw line. 7th team foul here, and now Jet Jones picks up his 3rd, and can't stress the foul situation enough for a team with only 8 players on the roster. Players are going to have to stay out of foul trouble. Time in and time out every game possible. A couple of subs in and out. Mansfield will join Connor Burns on the bench. And Jet Jones has checked out with his 3rd foul as well. First trip on the floor tonight for Ethan Ferguson, a 5'10 freshman. And we've got a lane violation, and Hofteaser's second free throw will not count. Slater Topol had checked back in for the Buffaloes. Cale Thorne is back on the floor as well for Phillip. 21-14 Stanley County, second quarter. Continuing here, Prince sees a pass coming, takes it away, breakaway, and nicely contested by Ethan Burnett. Burnett ended up out of bounds, had a rebound tipped back to him, and he tried to get up into the air to save it, but his last touch of the floor came while out of bounds. So the Buffaloes will get it again. 21-14 still. Hofteaser turnaround baby hook, and that won't go. Phillip collects the rebound. Ethan Burnett doing a nice job and hustle. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Buffalo's shooting percentage not all that great so far here in the first half, even though they had a good start. They led after the first quarter 16-7. Thorne goes back for Keldon Fitzgerald, who hits another 3. Second 3 ball of the night for Keldon Fitzgerald. And a 7-point lead trimmed down to 4. 21-17 outside of 3 minutes to go. Prince wants a three from Hannum. That one skimmies across the rim, no good. Cale Thorne is down with a rebound again. Scotty's holding their own here with 2:49 left in the second quarter. Thorne, no look pass, but Prince saw it coming again. He gets another steal, and now Lathan got distracted by Ethan Burnett, misses the layup. Burnett comes out of there with it the other way. And we've got a traveling violation on that pivot move. 11th turnover here for Phillip. Several of those on Stanley County steals. In fact, Lathan Prince has been the instigator of a lot of that. I've got him with 4 steals already, but he hasn't been able to hit the layups. And that last one in particular, I think Ethan Burnett did a really nice job, first of all, avoiding the foul, and all he did was get in Lathan Prince's head. Here the Buffaloes work it inside, though. Joey Fisher will get a high percentage shot to fall. He gets a foul from behind on Wade Kretsch, who picks up his first personal and a chance at a three-point play for Joey Fisher. Brady Hofteaser will get a break. Nathan Cook back in for the Buffaloes in his second or third tour of duty. Fisher, free throw good. Joey with 5 so far. The lead is back to 7 for the Buffs. It's 24-17. Half court. Scotties will work it across. Burnett to set it up. Starts near side. Gets the high screen. Tries to get around another Buffalo defender. Opening it up. 3-ball. Fitzgerald won't go this time. He's hit 2, but he misses this one. Fisher with the rebound. Up the floor. Hannum unable to hit. And the Buffaloes keep it alive. Nathan Cook layup no good. Slater Topel with the rebound. Now down the lane. Fisher out of control, but he gets a foul. And we'll go to the free throw line once again. So Kretsch picks up his second personal. I'll tell you what, I didn't realize that Phillip had this personnel issue with only 8 players in the roster until today when I was making the lineup up, or the stat sheet, so to speak, as Fisher gets the first of 2. But you really feel for them, especially if these foul numbers continue. And as Phillip tries to play a team like Stanley County who wants to move the ball quickly up and down the floor, there's not a lot you can do. You just somehow have to keep your hands to yourself. Fisher got the first one, misses the second one, but tips the rebound out high to Nathan Cook. A second chance for the Buffaloes. Cook has it from Dylan Gabriel, who checked in between free throws. Now Fisher to Gabriel, wants 3 from the corner, comes up short. Rebound is down to Wade Kretsch. And the Buffaloes come up empty on that trip. 25-17, they still have the lead. Here comes Burnett, and he'll get hip checked by Nathan Cook. Cook's first personal, that's only the third as a team for the Buffaloes. So they've got plenty to give as Fisher is out and Hofteaser back in. 75 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Buffaloes led 16-7 at the end of one. They lead 25-17 here currently, having been outscored 10-9 in the second period. Burnett with some nifty ball handling, but can't get the layup to go. Cook is down with the rebound. Buffaloes quickly up the floor. Hannum staying away from Cale Thorne, who stays away from a foul. And Riley Hannum is able to get the runner to go. Second field goal for Riley, and the Buffaloes have their first 10-point lead. And now, as Fitzgerald tries to get it across the timeline, he's forced to the sideline and will lose the dribble out of bounds for turnover number 12. Ethan Ferguson checking out for the Scotties. Jet Jones is he? Nope. Who did come back in? Mason Mansfield, the 5'9 junior, back in for Phillip. Here's Hannum from the right elbow. Jumper is in and out, no good. Cook keeps it alive. He's got 4 Scotties around him, and he still puts it up and in. Nice play for Nathan Cook to get the second chance bucket. And now Cook will commit another foul right near the scorer's table down in front of us. Cook picks up his second. 29-17. Max Foth asks for a sub opportunity. He'll get Lathan Prince in for Cook. 22 seconds left. First half, Buffaloes lead by 12, 29-17. Scotties have played well so far tonight, though. They get it in to Burnett. And they'll set it up. They'll play for the last shot. Burnett directing traffic, telling everybody to clear out a little bit. Now with 9 seconds, he'll try to put it in motion. Prince faced him up, though. Prince tried to get it away from behind, and we got a jump ball as Hofteaser and Burnett tie up, and Stanley County owns the possession arrow. So the Buffaloes will have 3 seconds to go the rest of the way. Hannum will bide his time, quickly up ahead to Prince, makes his move, puts the shot up, and it's off the glass, and actually would not have counted. He was a split second too late on the shot attempt. The Buffaloes with a good finish to the first half, and on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, they'll take a 29-17 lead into the break over the Philip Scotties. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierce, South Dakota's oldest family auto dealership, and they are the one place to go. Let's break for 2 minutes, and we'll be back with our CHS Midwest Cooperatives halftime break. This is the boys' half of our girls and boys doubleheader, 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
What does your morning sound like? That's Daddy's little man.
Morning day. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com. Equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Phillip.
Welcome back to Phillip as you listen to high school basketball with the Scotty Phillip Traveling Trophy up for grabs. 1060 AM, 107.1 FM. We are KGFX Pier Fort Pier, a member of the Dakota Radio Group. We're online audio at drgnews.com. We're online video and audio at youtube.com. Subscribe to the KGFX 1060 channel. And once again, all of our broadcasts outside of state tournament events will be able to be viewed as well as heard with our YouTube channel. Hope you can get in and enjoy that as we continue to give you Stanley County Buffalo basketball, Lady Buffaloes, some regional action, Pure Lady Governor basketball coming up this weekend with our first game of the Lady Governor scheduled for us on KGFX. That'll be from Spearfish on Saturday afternoon with a 4 o'clock tip as well. But we welcome you to the CHS Midwest Co-op halftime break in the boys' half of this doubleheader. Pretty good ball game, and again, Phillip holding their own. Stanley County got kind of a quick start in that first quarter, but went a little bit cold as they held a 16-7 lead at the end of one. Phillip tried to trim into that, and actually they got all the way down to a 21-17 deficit. But then Stanley County scored the last 8 points of the second period to outscore Phillip 13-10 in the quarter. and they lead 29-17. The Buffaloes, again, just 30%, or actually 33%, 10 out of 30 in that first half of play. In fact, 5 of 15 unofficially in both the first and the second quarters from the floor overall. 3 of 11 from outside the arc. Pretty good, 6 out of 9 from the free throw line. And Brady Hofteser has 10 points to lead all scorers so far in this one. Riley Hannum and Joey Fisher are next in line with 6 apiece. Dylan Gabriel has 3. Lathan Prince with 2. Nathan Cook also with 2 points for the Buffaloes with 29 on the board. For Phillips, 6 out of 19 in the first half, including 2 of 7 in the first, 4 of 12 in the second period. They're 3 of 9 out from outside the arc. Keldon Fitzgerald has hit a couple of those, and they're 2 of 3 are the Scotties from the free throw line. Fitzgerald leads with his 2 threes, leads the Scotties with 6 points. Wade Kretsch next in line with 4. Jet Jones has a 3-pointer. Ethan Burnett with 2 points. Connor Burns off the bench with 2 points as well. Again, 29-17 Buffaloes. Rebounding telling a lot of the story, though. Stanley County already with 23 rebounds in this first half, 7 of which have come on the offensive glass. Phillip has 11 rebounds and just 1 offensive board. I've got Phillip with 13 turnovers, a lot of Stanley County steals in that first half. Buffaloes with just 5 giveaways, but Phillip has taken 4 of those away themselves as well. And Stanley County has 6 assists in the first half compared to just 2 for the Scotties. It all adds up, 29-17, Stanley County here at the half. And our CHS Midwest Co-op halftime continues after another 2-minute timeout as we look at upcoming action, among other things. You're listening to high school basketball on KGFX.
Looking to do good this holiday season but never seem to have any extra cash? Owyhee Federal Credit Union has you covered. If you have a loan with us for a small fee, you can skip one or all of your loan payments for either the month of November, December, or January. A portion of that fee will go to support a local charity. Just one way you can help us make our community a better place. Stop in and see us at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds & Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds & Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services, conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes!
Back in Phillip, continuing at the half, and a Buffalo lead 29-17 in this one with 2 quarters of basketball left to go. The girls' half of this doubleheader was won by Phillip 73-36 as they defeated the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes for their first victory of the season in 2 tries. Stanley County 0-3. Here's what both teams have upcoming. A lot of doubleheaders coming up for both teams as well. For the Scotties, they've got a doubleheader at Kadoka on Monday night, and then doubleheaders, a week from tonight as they'll entertain Lower Brule, and should be some pretty good basketball there. Phillip also, the girls will play during the holiday break before the new year. That's all the basketball, by the way, those 2 doubleheaders before Christmas, which is already just under 2 weeks away. So happy holidays, everybody, by the way. So a couple of doubleheaders Monday and Thursday night for Phillip. The Lady Scotties will play in the Chamberlain East-West Classic, and they will play against Chamberlain if the schedule that I saw today is correct. And we'll have the Chamberlain games, which means we'll have the Lady Scotties on KPLO-FM on December 28th when they go to Chamberlain and play the Cubs in that Chamberlain East-West Classic. For Stanley County, another doubleheader coming up in their next action on Tuesday night. Both girls and boys will entertain the Jones County Coyotes, and both of those games will be heard on our FM station 94.5 KPLO. Join Darren Boyle for the call on those games coming up on Tuesday night on KPLO. And then the Lady Buffaloes will be off through Christmas, but the Buffalo boys will host Lyman next Friday night, just a single game. No coverage on that one as it turns out, but that is what's coming up before Christmas for Stanley County and for Phillip. Second half underway. Phillip with a second half throw in, which is brought to you like the opening tip by the folks of Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. For now, it looks like starting lineups are out there as Jet Jones will pop a long one from the top of the key, still inside the arc. And Ethan Burnett had it, but then loses it into the hands of Brady Hofteaser. We'll just give him the rebound. As Stanley County has their first possession of the second half. Loose ball picked up by Hofteaser underneath. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped out to Ethan Burnett, looking to go right to left. Can't get the layup, though. It almost seems as if both teams are just trying to be a little too precise on their shots. It's at least here in the early going, but we've seen that from Brady Hofteaser tonight, especially from close range. Ball got away, by the way, and the Buffaloes will bring it now left to right across the timeline, but got to take advantage of those close range attempts, especially if you're the Phillip Scotties. When scoring could be at a premium at times. Here's Fisher trying to keep it away from Wade Kretsch and misses, but then there's a foul apparently on the rebound, and Buffaloes will have an inbound throw in. And it is Cale Thorne who had two early fouls, picking up his third here early in the third quarter. 29-17, a minute plus gone by, no scoring yet. Joey Fisher driving, unable to hit, and the rebound is down to the Scotties. Still no scoring yet in the second half. Keldon Fitzgerald setting up the offense, top of the key. Again out there with Ethan Burnett, Wade Kretsch, Jet Jones, and Cale Thorne. Cale's got it now over on the right wing. Buffalo's countering with Riley Hannum, Lathan Prince, Dylan Gabriel, Brady Hofteaser, and Joey Fisher. 7 on the shot clock. Scotty's got to put it in play here. Jones will leave it for Kretsch. Half circle jumper is off the glass and then off the rim. And picked up by Burnett, and an offensive rebound. Second chance shot results in a foul called on the Buffaloes. Buffaloes seem to be waiting for the ball to come to them. They never went and got it, and Phillip gets a second chance opportunity. Foul on the shot is called on Dylan Gabriel, his first. And the first free throw is up and in this time for Ethan Burnett, 5'6" freshman. Good young point guard here for Phillip. Even though they don't have a big roster in terms of numbers, they do have a pretty good point guard who hopefully has some inches to grow yet. He goes 2 for 2, does Burnett. He's got 4 points in the game. It's 29-19 as Phillip strikes first in the second half with 2 minutes gone by. 5:55 to go. Gabriel on the move. Out to Fisher. Over to Hannum. Hofteaser is in the corner for 3. Left side will miss. Jet Jones down with the rebound. And Scotty's head back right to left. In the corner with it is Jones. Finds Kretsch off the block. Guarded well by Hofteaser. Now a 3 comes up just off the front of the rim. And Prince with the rebound off of the miss by Keldon Fitzgerald. Hannum is fouled on the move. In the act of shooting, he'll go to the free throw line. And this one goes on 30. That'll be Cale Thorne, the 6'2" sophomore with his 4th personal. Second team foul for Phillip. Hannum at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Riley a little quiet in that first half. Had 6 points, but he'll be looked upon to score quite a bit. You put Hofteser and Fisher and Hannum, I think over the course of the season, all 3 of those guys will be expected to score double figures, or at least average in double figures if the Buffaloes are going to have success. And Hannum goes 2 for 2 this time around. It's 31-19. Both teams with a pair of free throws so far in the second half, and that's all we've got. Here's a quick fire from Jones. 3 ball off the rim 3-4 times, but it will not fall. Fisher up with a rebound and quickly up the floor as our camera catches up. And we may have another foul here as Camden Sawville coming to the bench to signal number 3 on the push. And Jet Jones picks up his 4th. So Jones and Thorne have both come to the bench. Connor Burns checked in for Thorne a little bit ago. Now Mason Mansfield is in for Phillip. The inbound comes to Joey Fisher from Lathan Prince, and Fisher will put his first 3 ball of the night down. Swish that one. The lead is to 15 for the Buffaloes. Tipped pass, but Burns picks it up. Now it's a 2-on-2, and Burns stops in the middle of the lane. Shot from close range is up, but it will not go. Hannum with the rebound. Buffalo's on the move. The scoop on the reverse for Dylan Gabriel is no good, though. And now Phillip will head the other way once again. Burnett, nifty pass inside, and the layup is up and in for Mason Mansfield. Nicely done from the Scotties. 4:19 to go. 34-21, a 13-point ball game in favor of Stanley County. Buffalo's with it, working with it as Dylan Gabriel penetrates, kicks out Hannum for 3. That will not go. Back to the end line. Picked up by Gabriel, second chance. Now Hannum out to Hofteser, can't get that one to go either. And I got a foul on the rebound, and more troubles continue for the Scotties here, 4-2. Wade Kretsch will pick up his 3rd. So, Phillip has 8 players on the roster. They have 2 of them with 4 personal fouls in Jet Jones and Cale Thorne. They have 1 player with 3, and that's Wade Kretsch now. Another player, Keldon Fitzgerald, with 2. Gotta be careful the rest of the way, obviously. 34-21, though. Buffaloes work with it. With the lead of a baker's dozen, Prince will reset. Up top, into the lane is Slater Topolu is into the game now. Got it back out to Hannum. Throws behind Hofteser, but he collects it. Now the 12-footer in the lane's no good. Fisher more physical than the rest of the players for an offensive rebound, and he is fouled and taking it back to the basket. In the act, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul this time goes on Mason Mansfield. Now that's just his first. But Joey Fisher back to the free throw line. 5 team fouls now for the Scotties. 3:26 to go. We're in the 3rd. We still have a lot of ball game to go. Fisher, first of 2, is up and good. Well, Phillip lost their first basketball game at Rapid City Christian on Saturday by the score of 60-20. Just 20 points scored, and they are already past that mark at least. They have got 21 on the board with still 11 and a half minutes to play in this game. Fisher's second free throw is good. Updated score 36-21 in favor of the Buffaloes. Keldon Fitzgerald puts it in motion from the top of the key, tries to force one up over Topol, can't get it to go. Fisher's down with it. Up ahead, Prince on the feed from Riley Hannum, and a nice job of running the fast break for the Buffs. That's the quick movement. Here's a 3 ball for Ethan Burnett on the top of the key. That'll go. But Stanley County showing their ability to move quickly. Here's Hofteser, who gets fouled on the shot. A blocking foul going against Keldon Fitzgerald, and Brady makes the bucket. And Stanley County starting to step up the physical game a little bit better than what we have seen at other times tonight. Joey Fisher with a nice hand as he checks out in place of Austin Hand. 6'3" senior in for the first time in the second half, looking for a three-point play finish, and Brady Hofteser has that, and he'll check out. First three of the second half for Brady. He's got 13. 41-24, the lead to 17 for Stanley County. Some token presence in the backcourt. I won't say pressure for Lathan Prince, but Burnett will get it across the timeline, right to left. Tries to push it in. Nathan Cook, who just checked in, gets the pass in his direction. I think that ball might have been tipped, but by Prince. We'll give Cook the steal, though, on the interception. Here's Prince. Back up to Hannum, top of the key, inside the arc, and the half-circle jumper is a little bit rushed and no good. Rebound is picked up, I should say, off the floor by Wade Kretsch. So the Scotties back with it. High post with it is Kretsch. Fall away shot in front of the free throw line won't go. Mansfield saved it, but it's into the hands of Prince. And here comes Lathan Prince, and now Kretsch will pick off his pass. Prince tried to make a no-look, but sometimes if you make a no-look pass, you don't see who's in the way. And it's a takeaway here for the Scotties. Only the fifth turnover on the night for the Buffaloes. Fitzgerald with a three ball. Won't go. Hand has the rebound. Up the floor for the Buffs. Spin move. Hannum is fouled in the act of shooting. And this is on Fitzgerald. Keldon's third for the Scotties. They're seventh, so the Buffaloes are already in the bonus here with 1:36 to go, still in the third quarter. And they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Hannum gets the roll on the first of two here. Lathan Prince out. Dylan Gabriel in for the Buffaloes. Brady Hofteser will check in for Hannum if he makes a free throw here. Fitzgerald is out with his third personal for Phillip. Ethan Ferguson, 5'10" freshman, is on for the first time in the second half. Second free throw good for Riley Hannum. And with 4 free throws in the third quarter, he now has 10 points. Hofteser also in double figures with 13 for the Buffaloes. And we'll have a foul on a block on the floor here for the Buffaloes. And this will go against Hofteser. Brady's second, the team's second. Phillip will inbound. Burnett will find Ferguson. Now up top to Kretsch. Back to Burnett. Quick fire three. Left side is in and out. No good. Mansfield tried to keep it alive, and then it's tipped away apparently by the Buffaloes. So a good job on the hustle play by Mason Mansfield to keep the play alive and to keep the possession as well. 43-24, though. The lead is up to 19, the biggest of the night for Stanley County. 1:15 to play. We're in the third. Again, an early start tonight because of no JV game for the boys. Phillip with just a roster of 8 varsity players. Good hands play by Austin Hand, who knocks it out of bounds. Phillip will have to throw in from underneath, just off the right side. And it'll be Ferguson's job to get it in. Finds Mansfield on the right wing. Mansfield dribbles, baseline. Nice pass out to Kretsch, but Wade a little bit too strong on the shot. And the ball picked up off the floor by Nathan Cook. Buffaloes quickly up the floor. Here's Austin Hand trying to muscle one up over the defense. Can't get it to go. Ferguson with a rebound for the Scotties. We're under a minute to go here in the third period. 3 ball. Burns. No good. Hofteser with the rebound. That one goes off the back of the rim. He had the line, but just a little too strong. Still a 19-point Buffalo lead. Hofteser will slow it up. Shot clock and game clock. The shot clock is still on, but there's less than a second difference between the two. So essentially counting down the seconds in the quarter with 9, now 8. Austin Hand left side is back to Hofteser. An open 3. This one is just off the mark as the buzzer sounds. Ethan Ferguson with one last rebound, and we'll go to the fourth quarter. At the end of 3, though, on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Stanley County leads Phillip 43-24. Wagner Auto of Pierre, the one place to go. Quick moving third quarter at that. We're back in 60 seconds to go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
What does your morning sound like?
That's Daddy's little man. Morning, Dad. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities. And the Philip Scotties, next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Welcome back as we go to the fourth quarter here in Phillip. Buffalo's on the first possession. A three-pointer by Joey Fisher, a little bit long. Ball knocked away out of bounds, and Stanley County will get to keep it. Glad to have you aboard here tonight. 43-24. Stanley County outscored Phillip 14-7 in that third quarter of play. They led at the half 29-17 as Brady Hofteaser gets a turnaround baby jump hook to go. Soft touch on it, and then Phillip will turn it over with a end line violation on the inbound play. Turnover number 15 for the Scotties. Here's Gabriel. Puts it on the floor, gets the contact, puts it up strong, and they'll go to the free throw line. Nice move. And the quickness of Dylan Gabriel. And the foul here will be on Wade Kretsch, who will pick up his fourth personal. So again, foul trouble for the Scotties here. Some key players. 3 of them have 4 personals each. And they're all getting extra time because there just isn't really anybody on the bench to send in for them. Gabriel's first free throw, good. Second free throw, good with the roll as well. Dylan with 5 points on the night. It's now a 23-point ball game, 47-24. Scotties right to left, cross the timeline, quick fire 3, but Fitzgerald misses everything. Cale Thorne underneath, though, picks it up and feeds back to Jet Jones, who will put it up and in. Good job of keeping things alive by Thorne and Jones. Off of the miss of the 3, Hofteaser to Hannum, quickly underneath, and Fisher will put this one up and in. Hannum's second assist, 49-26. Ethan Burnett setting things up for Phillip. Another 3 ball this time for Fitzgerald, but Prince got a piece of that one. Quickly up the floor, Lathan Prince is fouled in the act of shooting a layup. And Fitzgerald may have been late in getting back on this one. So Keldon Fitzgerald with his 4th personal foul. So among the starting 5 for Phillip in an 8-man roster, they've got 4 of their starting 5 now with 4 personal fouls. Ethan Burnett, the only one who does not have, actually he doesn't have any fouls, but he doesn't have 4. Prince's first free throw is good. Buffalo's starting to open things up here a little bit. One more from Prince, which is good, makes it a 25-point ball game. 51-26. Stanley County in good shape to retain the traveling trophy in Scotty Phillips' honor and memory. The man who saved the Buffalo. A lot of history between that Fort Pierre and Phillip along the Bad River run. Here is Burnett for 3, no good. Prince with a long rebound, ready to run again. Prince feeds, Gabriel double pump, can't get it to go though. And it's pulled down by the Scotties. Jet Jones will head back the other way. I thought Gabriel had a better chance of making that layup if he'd just gone straight up with it. Hofteaser got a piece of the 3 ball from Jones. Buffaloes back the other way once again. This Hofteaser will slow it up. Gabriel resets. Now Prince On the wheel here, and a Huff teaser for three. Comes up short. Fell away from that one. Jones with a rebound. Stanley County will have a decent victory here, but still their shooting percentage is not that pretty. Kretsch from the free throw line. Set shot will not go. Joey Fisher comes out of there with the rebound. 5:20 left to play here in game number 2 of the Buffaloes and the Scotties seasons. Got a long way to go. 20 game schedules. But I'll tell you what, it'll be over before you know it. Here's Hannum for three. Rims in and out. Prince will keep it alive and reset. Back out to Gabriel. Lathan Prince has it back. Here's Hofteaser from the right elbow. Drives. Tries a long arm scoop on the reverse. Can't get that to go. Kept alive Fisher. Misses once. Second rebound good. And the putback for Joey Fisher. 53-26 with 4:40 and counting down here in the fourth. Jet Jones for three, and that's good. Well, the Scotties are just content to start raining threes, it seems, or trying to hit them. Buffaloes have been contesting them. They've gotten a few blocks out of them, but Phillip hits one here to cut it back to a 24-point game. Got a blocking foul on the floor here. This will put Jet Jones out of business for the night. 53-29, and again, Stanley County's been in the bonus for a while. Jones fouls out of the ball game with 8 points, including a couple of bombs. Replaced by Connor Burns, the 5'10 junior. Scotties are giving away 4 inches in that substitution, though. Slater Topol, meanwhile, checks in for the Buffs. A 1-and-1 here for Lathan Prince. Nope, it's a double bonus, actually. 10 fouls. First one rims in and out, no good. Prince with a nice game. He's got 6 points, but he's done a lot of other things, both on the offensive and defensive ends. Good player for the Buffaloes. Second one won't go, though, but Dylan Gabriel will come and intercept the outlet pass off the rebound, and then he'll feed back to Brady Hofteaser for the two-pointer. Up and in, back to a 26-point advantage, halfway home in the fourth quarter. Gabriel looking for another steal, and he's got it. And he'll back his shoulder into Ethan Burnett, who draws an offensive foul. So Gabriel with a nice defensive play, but then a little too aggressive, trying to create some space underneath the basket. That's Gabriel's second personal on the night. Buffalo's in good shape, though. 55-29, Scotty's with it. Fitzgerald to Thorne, back to Keldon Fitzgerald left side. Back up top. Now Thorne down low on the right wing. Kretsch from the free throw line is up and good. Wade Kretsch, just his second field goal tonight. He's played a physical game, not for a lack of trying, but he does have 6 points. Tell you what, I think Phillip is a team who's, I'm sure they feel they played a lot better tonight than they did in their first game, and they only scored 20 points on Saturday out at Rapid City Christian. Here's Hofteaser missing a short turnaround shot. So it's that kind of improvement that they'll look to continue with. Burnett for three. Top of the key will not go. And it's Topol down with the rebound for the Buffaloes. And Max Foth will ask for a timeout. 30 seconds at that with 2:50 to play. Buffaloes lead by 24. It's 55-31, and we're back in 30 with more high school basketball on KGFX.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com, equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
Back in Phillip, we continue out of the first timeout called by the Buffaloes tonight. Well, Phillip has only taken one timeout this evening as well. They'll set it up outside. Gabriel will feed to Riley Hannum, who hits a three-pointer. Hannum seems like he's been a little bit quiet tonight, but he is in double figures, 13 points unofficially. 58-31, the lead at 27 for the Buffaloes. This is Cale Thorne setting it up. He'll try to go around Topol. Kicks out. Burnett has a three opportunity. No good. Fitzgerald, offensive board. The putback didn't use the glass, and he didn't get it to go. And the Buffaloes have it once again. A little relaxation for these teams, and Max Folt will take another timeout here, but I believe just to let some other people into the ball game with 2 minutes left to go. Doesn't look like he's really got anything to say. Actually, he's taking a full, so why don't we take a quick 30. Phillip will use it back in 30 seconds. Nope, actually, they're ready to go again. We'll keep it here. So the Buffaloes they keep Slater Topol on the floor. They bring back Nathan Cook, but three new players are on for the first time. Evan Nordstrom is a freshman, 5'10". Dason Titsey, a 5'11" freshman, and Cormac Duffy, also a freshman at 6'1" for Stanley County. Cook with a kick out to Duffy. Nordstrom to Topol, back to Duffy. Good ball movement. Duffy, though, will Nordstrom loses it as Burnett took it away. Behind the back pass from Ethan Burnett to Keldon Fitzgerald, trailing the play. He'll get the layup. 58-33, back to a 25-point ball game. Cook at the high post, kicks out to Duffy. Duffy inside, Topol backing in, too strong off the glass, and loose ball on the floor. Burnett kept it alive, but Topol got back on defense and ends up with what'll be an offensive rebound off of his own missed shot. Here is Cook from the right elbow. Kicks out to Evan Nordstrom. Picks up the dribble, finds Topol in the middle of the lane. Out to Duffy. Duffy to Dason Titsey. And he'll try back to the right side. Pass is picked off. And Titsey will foul on the floor. Ethan Ferguson with the steal on just the 8th turnover of the night for Stanley County. Final minute, 50.8 seconds to play as Ethan Burnett will check out, perhaps for the last time. Good ball game for Ethan for the Scotties. Mason Mansfield back in. Here's a three for Keldon Fitzgerald. Up and in off of the feed from Connor Burns, 58-36. Buffaloes, though, will start the season 2-0 on the win tonight. Phillip will fall to 0-2. Titsey got to get it up high to get a high pass, and as he came down with it below the right block, tried to get in position to put a shot up and in, but it was blocked out of bounds. Might have been able to make the shot if he hadn't had to collect it going up so high. Inbound comes to Nathan Cook, and Cook will put this one up and in for two. Off of the feed, I believe it was Cormac Duffy who started that inbound play. 15 to go. Buffaloes hit 60 for the second time in as many games. Here's Cale Thorne to Connor Burns. Back to Thorne in the left wing with 5 seconds to play. Mason Mansfield on the drive through defenders, can't get it to go, and the buzzer sounds to officially end this ball game. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Stanley County gets the victory as they defeat Phillip 60-36. It's a doubleheader split as Phillip won the girls match 73-36. The scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company in Pierre, the one place to go. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we're back with a full post game, including the naming of the Obama Lumber Player of the Game for the boys' half of our girls and boys doubleheader. But back with plenty to talk about. You're listening to high school basketball on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive one vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Philip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Philip.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities. And the Philip Scotties, next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive one vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Back in Philip, as the doubleheader started earlier than we expected, but it has come to an end. And again, a split of the two varsity contests as Philip wins the girls' game 73-36. The boys' game goes to Stanley County 60-36, as both of those teams retain their respective Scotty Phillip traveling trophies in this one. Pretty good ball game for Stanley County, but again, I've been talking a little bit tonight about their shooting percentage. I think I don't know if they're a little tentative in close range, or a lot of times people will expect a lot more contact than maybe what they get, or there's enough contact in a physical ball game. It is a contact sport, obviously, but some of the shots from closer range just aren't falling, and the Buffaloes, usually a pretty good three-point shooting team, didn't have their best night from long range either, but still, they were able to make enough plays, especially on the defensive end. A lot of quickness from the Buffaloes, and quite a number of steals this evening, especially in the first half, to open up what was a 29-17 lead. Then Stanley County 14-7 in the third quarter, 17-12 the advantage through the final stanza to win at 60-36 after a 10 of 30 first half. Similar stats in the second half. 9 out of 29. Just one more make, and they would have duplicated just what was a 10 of 30 in the first half. 19 of 59 overall in the ball game. 5 of 19 from long range. They get to the free throw line quite a bit, though. 17 out of 26. And we talked at one point about Brady Hofteser, Riley Hannum, Joey Fisher. If the Buffaloes are going to get, if they're going to have success, they probably need double-figure scoring from all three of those guys on average, and they got that from each of those players this evening, as Brady Hofteser will lead all scorers with 17 points. Joey Fisher next in line with 15, and Riley Hannum finishes with 13. And good production after that, too. Lathan Prince with 6, Dylan Gabriel with 5, including a three-pointer, and off the bench, Nathan Cook chips in 4 points for the winning Stanley County Buffaloes. for Phillips. 7 of 28 on the floor unofficially in the second half. They finished 13 out of 37. 6 of 21 from long range. Pretty good from the free throw line, just didn't get there very much. They hit 4 out of 5 from the stripe, and they're led in scoring by one double-figure scorer, Keldon Fitzgerald, who hit 3 threes and finishes with a team-high 11 points. Jet Jones with 8, Wade Kretsch with, let's go with Ethan Burnett with 7, and then Wade Kretsch with 6, and then 2 points apiece for Mason Mansfield and for Connor Burns. As, again, Phillip with just 8 on the roster, 6 of whom scored tonight. Ethan Ferguson and Cale Thorne were shut out this evening. Rebounding is all Stanley County, though, 41-22. Unofficially, the rebounding advantage. Joey Fisher, by my quick count, is the leading rebounder for the Buffaloes with 12. Stanley County had a 13-3 advantage on the offensive glass as well. Buffaloes with just 8 turnovers tonight compared to 16 for the Phillips Scotties, and a 12-7 advantage in the assist column in favor of Stanley County as well, who wins it 60-36. We've got some things to talk about as far as Player of the Game. And Player of the Game, as usual, is sponsored by Bauman Lumber. We'll hear from them in a little bit, but going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up after we give you tonight's Player of the Game as well. Still more to come in the postgame as you listen to Phillip and Stanley County on KGFX.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com, equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From
going to end our live stream now.
Skid steers and everything in between. Kennedy Implement has
Lathan
what
Prince
you need
of the
to get
Buffalo
the
is
job
going to
done
be our
right
player
in a
of the
timely
game.
fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland,